What's going on, Amazing Ninjas? Today we are going to be taking a look at the vintage Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker Sith Trooper Armory Pack, and it's from Kenner Toys. And here's the front of the box with the Sith Trooper here, looking very nice with a bunch of stuff. The side of the box, not really anything, and here's the back with some characters you could get with this vintage line here. Alright, let's get them open. I wanted to preserve the plastic, but I don't think that's possible. There we go. Let's take him on the clamshell. There we go. So for details, it looks like very well detailed for such a small figure. You could see that there are little ridges on his armor. Very nice sculpting all throughout it, and it's a glossy red, all shiny. Some sculpting on his shoulder pads here, and some sculpting detail on his on the black parts of his armor. Very cool looking utility belt with some pockets and a thermal detonator. Some more sculpting detail here. A hole for his holster. No hole here, but still some pretty cool shin guards. And these feel textured shin guards. And then the bottom, not much going on, just two holes. But he looks like a very detailed figure for such a small figure. Now let's get into the accessories. Moving on to accessories, we got a bunch of guns that come with the Sith Trooper. So first we get this gun. I don't know what any of the Star Wars blasters are named. But we get this one, which looks very nice. A nice mixture of red and black with a silver scope. And he could grip onto it, I hope, pretty well. Let's see. Yeah, he, can he? Hold on. Okay, yeah, he could grip onto it, you just gotta widen his hand slightly. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. Can you holster his blaster? Not really. It won't peg in there right. Yeah, you really can't holster this blaster. What about this one? It looks pretty cool, red and black. I like the color scheme. Can we holster this one? I mean, you kind of can. There's a small gap there, but yeah, it could stand there fairly well. So yeah, he could holster that one. And he could grip onto it pretty cool. Papa. Next is this interesting one, which is it a gun or sword? I think it's a sword. Man, this looks really cool, actually. Like, how does he grip it? He grips it like a gun, but it's angled weird. unless he holds it upside down. I guess he could grip it like this. I don't know what kind of weapon this is, or if I've seen them use it in any of the movies. But it definitely looks cool. So yeah, like a cool bladed weapon. And last but not least, the biggest one is a turret. I think you put these two together, or do you? I don't know actually if this is a turn stand or not. There's nowhere to put it in. Nah, I don't think this is a like a bipod. I guess like a claw thing to grip onto stuff. No articulation, but it is kind of rubbery. I mean, it looks pretty nice, like it's got some nice paint and sculpting all throughout it. Especially these ridges here. And this big machine gun looking thing. How do I get him to grip onto it? I don't know. Unless I put his hand through the loop. I really don't know how to get this guy to grip onto this gun. But it does look cool and pretty menacing. It's big. So yeah, those are the accessories, which it comes with quite a bit. Now let's go to the articulation. So, hold on. Moving on to articulation, we're going to start up and work our way down. So for looking up, he can't look up that much. Looking down, he can look down quite a bit, pretty much all the way. Side to side pivot is there, not much, but it's there. 360 head motion, yes, he can do. Shoulders movement, he could put him out about this far. Single joint elbow with elbow swivel, very nice. Wrist swivel and a wrist hinge. Next for torso articulation, he can't go forward at all nor back. Side to side, not really. 360, yes he can. For leg articulation, he can he kick forward or do anything with his legs? Okay, this will get in the way of his thigh movement. It is possible to move, but it'll be very difficult. So he could kick forward about this much, and he'll end up kicking out to the side. He can't kick back, not at all. He just ends up kicking out to the side. Single jointed knee that bends back at pretty much a 90-degree angle, and ankle hinge that bends down this much, bends up this much, and pretty much no ankle pivot. But overall, it looks good and has some accessories. Now let's move on to final thoughts. Overall, I give this figure an 8 out of 10. It has great detail for such a small figure. It has quite a bit of accessories that look really cool. But the torso and leg articulation are not the best, honestly. And you might risk paint getting scratched up if you move this and it keeps rubbing on that little pocket. So not perfect, but for a small little vintage figure, it's definitely pretty alright. 8 out of 10. Would I recommend it? Yeah, sure. It's not that expensive, and I guess you could buy it if you want to build an army. And yeah, that's about it. See ya.